All right, we are live. Remember, you guys, share, like, subscribe on the YouTube channel of IOPS. That's IOPPS, and as well on Facebook, IOPPS Indigenous Opportunities. Like the page. I share jobs. I live stream Indigenous events, and I got a pretty deadly logo for the clothing. But we're going to be live here. We got commentating by Gene Olette from Mistawasis Nehewak in the Treaty 6 territory. We also have Bradley Deneau from, where are you from again?
West Bank.
West Bank. He's pretty popular online. Literally, I think 3/4 of the comments were for him. But yeah, and we also have Arnold Jerry here, one of the organizers, the organizer. So we're looking forward to this STK versus Alexander. I'm going to do a quick interview here with number 22 from Chuchua.
Hi, I'm Rick.
Rick?
Celeste.
So how? Tell me about that last game. I know you're beside me there, giving me the scores now. But what was going through your mind there with the boys out there?
Not that we need to get some hits going so we could win the game.
How many times have you been at the Canadian Native Fastball Championship?
This is my fourth.
How many titles?
None.
One to come yet?
Two games. We go home.
Are you enjoying it though? Are you enjoying everything?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's great ball.
Right on, man. All right. Good luck on going forward as well. Chuchua with the win. Alexander in the blue. STK in the orange. Which one are you wearing? Hello? All right. We're going to do the STK fastball. Brett Larson, number 24. Jessen Potskin, number 7. Bryn Redhead, number 50. Ari Jules, number 55. Eli Jules, my apologies. Evan Norman, number 20. Josh Montana, number 17. Nick Barras. How do you say that again? Nick Bazaraba, number 8. Vegas Antoine, number 79. Danny Moore, number 22. And the guy that throws the heat, Steven Norman, number 27.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got one game coming up here. It's going to be a humdinger of a game. The lineup for the Alexander Teepee Crawlers: number 16, Braden Arkand; number 88, Evan McPherder; number 27, Keegan Arkand; 47, Tony Sparvier; number 21, Lee Kadori; number 23, Roland Gladue; number 20, Matt Strongeagle; number 8, Jarrett Lambert; and number 6, Nico Avaduti; and the pitcher, number 28, Wyatt Berube. Neff, his uncle, is coach for the St. Louis Blues, Craig Berube. Just before we get started with the game and that, everybody, there are garbage cans and recycle bins all around this ballpark. Let's keep this ballpark clean by using the garbage cans and the recycle bins. Also, let's support a number of our vendors that are back here. Jules Crafts has a number of Indigenous blankets and shirts, ribbon skirts, scarves, a whole 9 yards. And then we also have the other company that's doing the printing on mugs, T-shirts, bunny hugs, everything, hats, you name it, they could do it. And I don't see the blue lemonade stand setting up yet. We'll start bugging them when it gets a little bit warmer.
Must have took their tent, the blue tent.
People are going to think it's us.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blue tent right behind the fence. That's the live feed. Remember, you guys, we'd love to hear from you if you want to come and sit down and get interviewed and tell us how your stay is here so far with the Canadian Native Fastball Championships here live in Calgary in Treaty 7 territory. And just give us your feedback and tell us who you're cheering for, who you're playing for, whatever.
And maybe one other thing, if you guys have any lost and found items, bring them up to the announcer stand. We're at diamond number 3, lost and found. Bring the items over to number 3, and we'll announce it. Lost and found.
All right. Alexander Teepee Crawlers versus STK live on Facebook and YouTube right now. 7,000 viewers for the first game. I think we might hit, like I said, 10,000 for this game. A lot of relatives and friends for sure going to be cheering on both teams as well. We got a nice crowd around here. Going to give you an update as well here, what's going on in the Masters game here on diamond number 4. And there's also 2 diamonds in the back plane. Gino, if you want to give a shout out to our sponsors.
Absolutely. Sponsors. We have 4 of them that we want to identify at this time. First one being Chemco. Chemco's based at Nisku, and they are a multidisciplinary company servicing the oil and gas sector throughout Western Canada and actually maybe the entire country. Chemco. The other company that we'd like to announce is FWS. FWS is based out of Winnipeg, Manitoba, and what they do is build inland grain terminals throughout the entire country, and I believe they're going down to the States, and they definitely hire a lot of our Indigenous men and women and take them wherever they go. FWS. The other company that we'd like to announce is Steel River. Steel River Group is Indigenous-owned, diversified management strategy, consulting, staffing, and development company that works across multiple sectors to support and empower Indigenous nations to build capacity and to realize an increased volume of business opportunities and to enhance their involvement in major projects. For more information about Steel River Group, steelrivergroup.com. And the other company that we'd like to announce is CETA. CETA is a company that is based out of here in Calgary. And again, they serve the oil and gas sector throughout Western Canada. Celebrating 50 years of business excellence, innovative technologies guide us, client relationships drive us, specializing in industrial maintenance, turnaround, and environmental services. For more information, CEDA.com, CEDA.com. We definitely need one.
We can do now, so we're not getting.
All right, we have an update here for the Masters game. Canoe Lake beating the Coyote Trappers by a score of 6-5. Once again, the Canoe Lake beating Coyote Trappers 6-5.
Which division was that again, Nathan?
Masters.
Masters. I watched a Masters game yesterday. What a game it was. Geez, it was between, I believe, the Musqueam Cowboys and the Gruard 86ers. And the pitcher got a line drive right into the shins. As even though I was watching it, I definitely felt it and heard it loud and clear. And if that was enough, when he went up to bat, he got hit by a pitch. Definitely a tough day for the pitcher, but you know what? He showed some grit and he played on and did not let it stop him. Definitely some good talent out there. These guys definitely playing with all heart.
All right. People in the live, let's see where you guys are watching from. If you want us to give any shout outs to the people that are here right now in Calgary.
And again, for the people that are on live stream, go ahead and share it with your friends as we got one heck of a game that's going to be coming up between STK in the orange with white bottoms and Alexander Teepee crawlers with light blue tops and white pants. STK and Alexander.
Yesterday, Gino was asking if STK had an extra leather orange pants for him to wear to Armin Duck Chief last night.
And they did have one. As both teams are warming up, and we saw some of the pitching that STK is capable of last night with their Iceman, Stephen Norman, and what a game that was. They ended up versing their opponents at the bottom of the sixth, and the pitching was unrelentless throughout the entire game. So definitely expecting a similar type of game here this afternoon. And pitching for Alexander is going to be Craig Berube's son, Wyatt. Number 28 for Alexander and number 27 for STK, Stephen Norman.
I get a quick interview here on the Masters side. Number 51. Looks like Northern Alberta 86ers. What's your name?
Tree.
Are you nervous about this game?
Not at all.
How you feeling?
Feeling good.
What position you play?
Just
You're just a long bomb guy. You're the guy. All right. So how long have you been playing in these championships?
since about 15, so about 30 years.
All right, on. So have you won any championships?
We won the side a couple times.
Lots of memories though.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. Good luck. Northern Alberta Sixers going to be playing. Who you guys? Oh, they're going to be playing Vanderhoof. On the Masters side here.
You know, we're down here at the Sholdis Ball Diamonds in Calgary, the traditional territory of the Treaty 7. Treaty 7 being comprised of Blackfoot Confederacy, which consists of Siksika, Kainai, Piikani. Coincidentally, the Powwow and Piikani is happening this weekend. Also rounding out, we have Satuna, adjacent to the city of Calgary, and Stony Dakota down number 1 highway going about 45 minutes west. And that consists of Chiniki, Bears Paw, and Wesley bands. Again, Blackfoot, Treaty 7 territory and the traditional homeland of the Métis, Region 3, and all the other people that call Southern Alberta home. Welcome to the Canadian Native Fastball Championships 2023.
All right, right on. Thank you, Gino. We have someone here from the last team that won, Chuchua. This guy looks like he's 50, but he's just kidding. Young guy here. Can you hear? No? I think that's one's the broke. Grab the red one. Oh, sorry. Go try it again. Can you hear now?
Nope, nothing.
Nothing yet? Yeah, do the red one.
All right, while we're waiting for that, just a couple of shout outs online here. Merv Mendez watching from Saskatoon, Treaty 6 territory. Corbin Nevin, Indian Brook, Nova Scotia. Same place as few players from both Redmond teams. Recognize that last name, Corbin. Thank you.
Testing 1, 2. Can you hear that?
Yeah. Yep.
There you go. Put that a little closer. How's that?
There we go. That's better.
All right, man. Introduce yourself.
I'm James Celesta.
Have a seat. Get relaxed. What's your name?
James Celesta.
And obviously you're from Chuchua.
Yep, from Simford Station there.
Did you play in the NAG games?
Yes, I did.
And I'm guessing you won because you're from BC.
Yeah.
All right.
U19 division.
I'll let Gino take this one here. I'm gonna go get some water.
So how long have you been playing ball for?
I think I played in the men's league. My first men's game was probably like 12, 13.
12, 13 years old, playing
Yeah.
against the men. How
Yeah.
did you fare up against some of the pitching?
It's been pretty good
Is that
so
right?
far. Yeah. It's definitely a lot better caliber.
And what was your experience like at the NA games in Halifax?
The net games were pretty well laid out. It's a pretty good experience for everyone.
And who did you guys play in the final?
We were supposed to play Halifax in the finals, but we got caught up in those floods there.
You guys with the flooding?
Yeah,
Yeah, I noticed that they had to cancel a bunch of games because of the record rainfall that happened there in the last 2 days.
yeah. In the last 2 days, there'd be in the afternoons, but it'd still be a lot, just enough to fill up the fields.
And yeah, geez, that was some pretty good caliber. How would you compare the NA games to the nationals here?
It's definitely a step up.
Is that right?
Yeah, the pitching is a lot more. You can see the different pitching styles and just how they play. It's pretty good to see them.
And how old are you now?
I am 19.
19. What would be your advice to a 12-year-old that's saying, I don't want to play men's?
Definitely give it a shot. Like if you don't play your best, still keep doing it because you never know.
And it probably elevates your own game once you play against the men and that you have to compete with them instead of the other 12, 13-year-olds. Eh?
Yeah, it definitely gives you that eye opener of, oh, this is a step up from where you go.
All right. Do you want to do any shout outs?
Got shout outs for the team that put this all together. It's definitely a good tournament. Love watching the games.
Yeah. And how about any shout outs back home with mom, dad, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, Kokums, Mushums?
Definitely shout out to my grandpa. He's always been watching all the games, even though he's been
What's his
housebound.
name?
Eddie Celesta.
Eddie Celesta. Let's do a shout out to him. Grandson, fine form, representing the nation here at the Canadian Native Fastball Championships 2023. Thank you, young man. Keep up the great work.
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. All right, looks like we got the game ready to go here between STK in the orange outfits. They're going to be the home team, and Alexander is in the light blue. And no, actually, Alexander is the home team, and STK looks like they're visiting. All right, we got the game ready to begin. One way. All right, pitching for Alexander Teepee Crawlers, number 28, Wyatt Berube. If that name sounds familiar, that is Craig Berube's nephew. All right, all games are scheduled for 7 innings. Unless the mercy rule is in effect. Brad, what is the mercy rule again?
15 runs after 3 innings, 10 runs after 4 innings, or 7 runs after 5.
And we saw that mercy rule in effect last night.
Last night,
6 to STK.
Yes. And up the bat right now, Brett Larson for STK.
All right, he starts off with a walk.
Good afternoon to everybody out there in the live world on YouTube and Facebook. Welcome to Shoal Dice Athletic Park, Calgary, Alberta, Treaty 7 territory. Hope you enjoy what we're bringing to you today. Now batting Jessen Potskin. A little bit.
He knows everybody. Yeah. No, we need it. Or else you got your cell phone, take a picture.
Oh, yeah. You're smart. In a rush, you're getting ordered around.
23, brother. We're going to welcome you on to the next guest.
Okay, thank you.
I'm serious, brother. Come on.
Yeah, but okay.
They're gonna really match. You go for this. $100 a day.
All right, infield fly. Safe at first, safe at second. 2 runners on. The first 2 batters for STK.
It's going to bring up Bryn Redhead.
I would imagine these 2 teams have played against each other a fair bit over the years.
Yeah, and then like some of the players on both teams have played together in other tournaments, higher level ball as well.
And it seems like they're definitely the kind of same age category, eh? Not
Oh, yeah.
Not too young, not too old there.
Yeah.
Definitely in their prime. Are-
Where did you read from here?
Just 2 runners on first and second for STK. None out. Top of the first. Wow.
And it's good to see Alexander back in this tournament because they missed it for a few years after Edmonton.
What year was that?
Would have been 2018
2018.
or 17. Oh. Fielder's choice there for an out. Yeah.
1 out now. Yep.
All right, 1 away. Top of the first.
Runners on first and third.
We got someone from America, from Oklahoma, cheering for STK.
Is that Eli Jules up to bat?
That would be Eli.
Alexander, number 28, bringing the heat.
What speed do you think they're pitching at right now?
Fast.
Yeah.
Speed, fast. Sounds fast.
Looks fast.
Looks fast. It is fast.
You could almost smell it from here, the leather once it hits the ball, once it hits the leather. Beautiful day to be taking in some ball games. A number of diamonds going on all over the place throughout the city of Calgary. Oh, we got a fly ball coming out here. You know, some of the other divisions that we have are Masters, the Masters men playing next door here. We also have the Masters ladies, and we also have U23 boys and girls, I believe. And we also have the women's playing at another diamond here in the city of Calgary as well. But given that we have, foul ball out in the left field. Given that we have limited capacity to cover all the diamonds, I think that next year, if we have enough notice, that we'd be able to come up and do a really great job. But we're definitely making do. All right, a wild pitch. Score brings in a run. 1-0. STK. 1 out. Runner on second.
Top of the first.
Oh, line. Got him at first. 2 outs. Alexander Teepee Crawlers wearing the light blue, the home team, against STK wearing the orange. Score is 1-0 with 2 out and runner on third base.
Gonna bring up Evan Norman.
Must be relation Steven?
Brother,
yeah. Tigers.
All right, in the Masters division, we got the Northern Alberta 86ers versus Vanderhoof Tigers.
Sakai's Tigers.
Oh, fly ball going out of bounds. Heads up. 86ers out of Gruard, Alberta on the west side of Slave Lake. And they got representation coming from Drift Pile First Nation, Sacker Creek First Nation, Peavine, and I believe East Prairie Métis settlements. Lots of good ball players from in around Gruard, High Prairie.
Huckle Giroux is probably playing over there, and he's 75 or 76.
The Masters.
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, I think I heard that yesterday, and I was just like,
Yeah.
wow.
That's impressive. Just like that one elder power dancer, that fancy dancer from down south there. What's his name?
Kenny Roan.
Kenny Rowan. Yeah.
Oh, high fly
Pop
ball.
fly to the right
Got him
fielder.
for a third out.
3-way.
Damage, a little bit of damage there. 2 runs brought in.
1.
1 run. Going to the bottom of the first with STK with a 1-0 lead against Alexander Teepee Crawlers.
There. We're set.
We're set. Brad says we're set. You know that we're set.
Once again, you guys, we are live streaming live on IOPS on YouTube and IOPS on Facebook. Check us out. Go in the comments if you guys do know the updated scores of any of the games within the tournament, and put it in the comment section and we will read them out. As well as we'll give birthday shout outs, any kind of shout out.
We don't take criticism so well. We're prepared.
Yeah, we're packing over here.
All right. How many people watching from Alberta? Anybody out there from Alberta?
It's too early for that, bro.
Anybody out there from British Columbia? And do we have any Calgary Flames fans?
Woo! Did you hear that?
We got one Calgary Flames fan. Please stand up. All right, take your seats.
All right, leading off for Alexander, be Braden Arcan. On deck, Evan McFeeder. In the hole, Keegan Arcan. 1-0 STK. Doing the pitching, Steve Norman. For STK, catching probably Brett Larson.
Hey, Brad, what does STK stand for again?
I think Benny said silver tip grizzly in his language.
Silver tip grizzly. And what language would that be?
Shuswap.
Shuswap.
Yeah.
There you go,
STK
folks.
is
STK.
Yeah. Chase BC is one of the 17 bands of the Shuswap Nation in the interior of British Columbia.
17 bands? Wow,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought Shuswaps were just the reserve. The more you know.
That's why the last game there is between the Chuswap Chiefs and Shuswaps.
Yeah.
Their battle of the southern Shuswaps
And guaranteed
the
they're
battle
related,
of the northern. Yeah,
Yeah.
and cousins too.
And cousins.
Cousin versus cousin.
It'll make for a fun
Straight
AGM.
out of Shuswap. I can't read the other one.
Swepmik. Straight out of Swepmik Ulu.
Oh, there you go. Swepik Ulu.
It's easy for you to say.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Strike one.
That's right. Sean Bailey said that's right. Silver tip grizzly.
There you have it, folks. If you didn't know, now you know. Stephen Norman head with the count. 0-2. Pitching against Braden Arcand.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jolyn Watson. She helped organize from Kennedy and McKay.
Tip ball. You know, we got a chance last night to watch STK, and what a game performance they put on as they defeated. Who were they playing against, Brett?
WP Construction.
All right. All right. Stephen Norman, we got pitching against Braden Arcan. 1-2's count. Bottom of the first. STK with a 1-0 lead.
Archie LaRock is asking, is the pitcher related to Lyle Norman?
Son?
Yeah, son.
That's his son. Oh, Britton Redhead is catching for
STK.
Oh yeah.
STK. Corbin and Evan, who's the team to beat this weekend? All of them. All of them are the team to beat.
Wow. Must be 3-2 now, full count. Stephen Norman.
Yeah, it's a full count.
Battling against Braden Arcan. Start the bottom of the first.
Foul ball, heads up.
And as we get the updates from some of the other diamonds, we'll definitely post them for everybody's notice in that. And if you have any updates, feel free to either inbox us or come up here to the announcer stand and we'll let everybody else know. That was a pretty nice ceremony that the host committee had for Renee Thomas last night, part of the opening ceremonies, and just a nice tribute, and definitely passed on some beautiful gifts to her. Had all the dignitaries that were in attendance as well. Really nice to see that support. All right, starts off the bottom of the first with a walk.
Braden draws a walk. It's going to bring up Evan McFeeder. I wonder how many people had a lot of fun with Armin Duck Chief last night.
According to social media, definitely looked like it was a full house here last night. And Armin, being a local performer from Siksika, definitely has been on fire here for the last year and a half throughout Western Canada, putting on shows. Definitely some great music. And some of that kind of music you just like to dance to.
The ball.
Once again, shout out to one of our main sponsors, steelrivergroup.com.
Strike one.
All right, pitching for STK, Stephen Iceman Norman. Got him swinging. 1 out. And who was that, Brad?
That was Evan McFeeder. Let's
Evan
bring up Keegan
McFeeder.
Arcan out.
Went down swinging.
$1,000, Gino. Do you think you could hit one of those pitches right now? You were given 5 chances.
Oh, yeah.
You had to hit it though, no foul balls.
Yeah, I think I would.
Okay, I'm gonna put $1,000 on that.
Doesn't mean I have to have my eyes open, does it? Bottom of the first inning, STK with a 1-0 lead. We got a runner on first, 1 out. Oh, line shot up the middle. Good defense holds everybody up at base. Runners on first and second. Coming up next for Alexander,
Tony's-
we got
Tony Sparvier.
Tony Sparvier, yes.
Yeah.
Tony's bat was on fire last night. I believe he had 2 home runs in that game.
Threw well, too.
Yeah, he was pitching, and he's taking this game off. And we have their other pitcher that's going to be coming in for Alexander, Wyatt Berube. Starts off with a strike. Runners first, second for Alexander, light blue. STK, orange. Strike 2.
Strike.
Iceman goes ahead of the count, 0-2. Pitching to Tony Sparvier. Being the designated hitter for this game. Wow.
2 on for Alexander.
Oh, ball in.
Ball in, hold up. Time. Diamond 3, time. Not only do we announce, we also call time.
Speaking of time, it is 12:26.
Oh,
Fly ball.
fly ball.
Right field.
Evan comes up with the catch.
Tags at second, moves on to third. Runners in first and third for Alexander. 2 out, bottom of the first. STK with a 1-0 lead. And batting now, we have Lee Gador. Lee Gadry, number 21 for Alexander. And we've got a pinch runner coming in for number 27.
For the catcher. 2 out.
Catcher, yeah.
He's going to go get geared up to
I like
keep the
that.
game rolling along for us.
Yeah.
Keep situated everywhere.
It's not all that much, eh? But we wouldn't have to change anything.
Oh, yeah. Where's our lemonade, guys?
Yeah, the lemonade stand made too much money and said, the heck with it. We ain't going to come back until it gets a little bit warmer. Too many free lemonades. We bankrupt them.
Yeah.
Some good lemonade that was being made at $5 a cup there. That was a heck of a deal. So what are we at here, Brad? Full count yet?
Oh, 2-1.
Got him swinging.
Yep.
That's 3. Alexander strands 2 base runners on first and third. Going to the top of the 2. STK up to bat.
Coming up the bat for STK on the top of 2 would be Josh Montana, Nick Bazaraba on deck.
Again, pitching for Alexander Teepee Crawlers, Wyatt Berube. throwing some heat for Alexander in the light blue uniforms.
Testing.
Interesting seeing how the pitching is starting to unfold here, and definitely shaping up to be a pretty good battle.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Once again, we are live on IOPS. See the bro rising sun ready to go. Don't forget to support Indigenous business, as we got a booth set up back here, selling blankets, glasses, all native designs, purses, backpacks, and more.
Except for broken hearts. We do not accept broken hearts and lost and found.
All right, here we go. Josh Montana, Papa 2. Oh.
Oh, look at this. It's a lot.
That
She is
off the bench.
She went off the post, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
home run.
And who?
Josh Montana.
Josh Montana hits a solo home run, start off top of the second, puts him up 2-0. STK.
It's a big day today, Saturday at the Native Canadians. In the words of a good friend of mine, Cal McNabb, it's moving day.
Moving
Want
day.
to make Sunday fun day. So
Championship
this
Sunday.
is where you got to do it today.
So is there a B-side climb, or is it just you're out if you
Yeah.
lose? Is that how it works? Or is there a climb? There is some?
Yeah.
Is this winner goes home or loser
No,
goes home?
No, winner advances, the loser will.
Yeah, because
Come
down,
both
play later
these
this
teams won
afternoon.
last night. So,
Okay. Elimination day.
all right, we got coming up to bat here.
Roland. Oh, no,
Roland.
sorry. No, Nick Bazaraba.
Nick Bazaraba.
Oh, hard shot to shortstop. Over first. For an out.
Right,
6-3. That's going to bring up Vegas Antoine.
Again, pitching for Alexander Y. Berube, nephew of Craig Berube, coach of the St. Louis Blues, Métis boys out of Calahoo.
Testing.
Top of the second, STK up by 2 against Alexander Teepee Crawlers. Another beautiful day to be playing ball, and even better day to be watching ball. All right, we got line shot going up left field. Scores a single, safe on first.
All right, I'm going to give an update here for the Masters.
It's going to bring up Danny Moore.
Shows the bunt. Nothing happening there.
You guys? Northern Alberta is leading Vanderhoof 3-2.
Bandra,
Oh, it's 3-3 in the first.
Bandra, just for the record, we're at the top of the second inning with STK with a 2-0 lead against Alexander Teepee Crawlers. STK playing out
Now
of
batting
BC.
Brett Larson. back to the top of the order here for STK.
Line shot, shortstop. Look, oh, they didn't need double as they only need one. Take the runner at second, going towards middle of second. Cal Arcan, Josh Montana is a beast.
Lay is watching.
Again, ladies and gentlemen that are all out there, we got a lot of garbage stands and recycling bins and that. Feel free to drop your garbage and your cans and bottles off, and try to leave this ballpark a little bit cleaner than what we found it. So.
Okay, coming up the bat, about half of 2 for Alexander. Leading off will be Roland Gladue. Matt Strong Eagle on deck.
And if you guys are looking for a gift for somebody back home, there's a few places to choose from. Some of the vendors in the back here, Julie Caliu from Sucker Creek First Nation. She's set up back here with all of her arts and crafts and that. So again, if you're looking for anything, support some Indigenous business by supporting Julie Caliu. And we also have the other company. They are the ones printing everything on T-shirts, hats, and mugs, and including those Yeti cups and some that definitely last a lifetime. Keep your drinks hot or cold.
Right on. Thank you, Gino. Once again, you guys, we're live here on IOPS on YouTube and IOPS on Facebook. 7,000 views for the last game. Shooting for 10,000 views. This guy says say 20, so we're going for 20. What's your name? Wait, where are you from?
Onion Lake.
Yes, Onion Lake in the house, everyone. You know, he's got oil money.
Who do we have up to bat, Brad?
Roland Gladue. Leading off for Alexander, bottom of 2.
All right, we got Steven, the Iceman Norman throwing his heat against Alexander, continuing on with a strong game from last night. Bottom of 2. Bottom of the second innings.
Yeah.
TJ Burns Weekend Warriors are there, refreshments and apparel. I don't know if they're set up here, though. I haven't seen TJ refreshments and apparel. Again, they are playing a number of different diamonds throughout the city of Calgary. Again, STK with a 2-0 lead at the bottom of the second. STK in the orange tops and Alexander in the light blue tops. Got him swinging. 1 out, Brad?
Yeah, 1 out. That's going to bring up Matt Strong Eagle. Jarrett Lambert on deck.
It's too bad we didn't have a speed gun. I am super curious as to what sort of speed is being thrown.
Yeah.
Radar gun.
Yeah.
Do we have Calgary City Police in the stands? Can we borrow your radar gun?
It's a native event. There should be cops around here.
And my name is not Nathan Arias.
Well, the last time the Canadians were held here in Calgary, there was a brawl on the field, in the stands.
Ball, heads up.
Just kidding, cops.
riot police,
Holly, this is
helicopters.
diamond number 3 at Shoal Dice Athletic Park. 16th Ave, Highway 1 is just adjacent to the ball diamonds here. Got him swinging. 2
Another
out.
K for Mr. Norman.
Back-to-back strikeouts for the Iceman.
2. Yeah, 2-0. That brings up Jarrett Lambert.
Oh, 2 is the count. Stephen Norman not showing any signs of letting up at all. 3 up,
Struck
3
side
down.
out. Yeah.
I'm going to say
mid 80s.
70. Oh, mid 80s, you figure?
Let's do
I
it.
don't know about mid 80s. I'd say maybe 65, 70.
Yeah, I'm saying about 70, man. That's some heat there. All right, we're going into the top of the third, eh?
Yeah.
Top of the third here. STK is leading 2-0 over Alexander. Teepee Crawlers. And I'll give you another update here in the Masters division as Northern Alberta 86ers are playing Vanderhoof Kings, I believe, or Tigers, Vanderhoof Tigers.
And Gruard 86ers.
All right, coming to bat at the top of third for the STK. It's going to lead off with Justin Potskin, Bren Redhead on deck.
Corbin Evan figures, yeah, 65, 70. That'd be my guess as well. Stephen Norman throwing for STK. Wyatt Berube pitching for Alexander Teepee Crawlers. Starts off top of the third with a strike.
Young lady, where are you from?
Saskatchewan.
But where?
James Smith.
Ooh, James Smith here in the house. Who you watching?
These guys.
Alexander and STK. You have any grandchildren on here?
No. But we do have some nieces playing on a women. Yeah. And then we have a nephew.
Oh, caught him looking.
playing
Strike
with the
3.
juniors.
Wyatt Berube
Yeah,
gets a
so-
strikeout.
Nice.
Start the top of the
All
third
right,
inning.
enjoy.
Let's go bring to bat Bren Redhead.
The young ladies from James Smith, comprised of 3 different nations: Chicasta Payson, John Smith, and James Smith. 3 First Nations compiled into one. But they do have 3 different chiefs.
Oh. A little blooper got by the second baseman. Now coming to bat for STK, Eli Jules. Oh, knocks her down. Oh, safe all around.
Safe first and second.
A nice try by that shortstop. It's going to bring up Evan Norman.
Shout out from Doug Roberts. Great coverage, guys. Thank you from Ladysmith, Vancouver Island. Which part of the island would that be, Brad? Do you know? Ladysmith?
But down by Victoria.
Down by Victoria.
Yeah.
Cowichan is down by Victoria. They held the North American Indigenous Games here back in 2007, I believe.
That man there is a walking encyclopedia of fastball. He
Doug
tell you
Roberts?
stories of 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, all ISCs.
One of those guys.
One of those gentlemen, yeah.
Great to have you on, Doug. Ooh.
Oh,
Wyatt Berube warming up. Gets him down looking. Top of the third inning, 2-0 for STK in the orange tops against Alexander Teepee Crawlers wearing the light blue tops. Alexander First Nation, about 45 minutes, maybe 30 minutes outside of Edmonton.
All right, you guys, just an update here. We have a speed gun, and we're going to see how fast these guys are pitching.
How about if we see how fast Nathan could run?
Fast.
Once around the diamonds, Nathan.
Fast.
okay,
I'm
coming
still
to
in my
bat for
prime.
STK.
I'll go.
Now coming to bat for STK, Josh Montana. Morning, sir. Good, Allie.
Oh, wow. Yeah, let's get that speed gun over there, Nathan.
Yeah, we're on our way.
Josh Montana, your batter.
Runner on first and second. All right, foul. What an entertaining game, eh, Brad?
Yeah, this is perfect.
So much
Nice and
easier
relaxing.
to watch. So much easier to watch than actually trying to play. So
Way easier to watch and be a fan.
I have an update here.
Oh.
Northern Alberta is being 3 versus Vanderhoof.
All right, that closes out top of third, middle of third, going with a 2-0 lead. STK with the lead. Masters division going on next diamond. We got some other diamonds going on, and right now we're broadcasting out of diamond number 3 at Shoal Dice Athletic Park here in the territory of Treaty 7. Tim Jacks, shout out from Tim Jack from Okanagan Indian Band, Vernon, British Columbia. Have a great day, Brad, and everyone stay safe out there and stay hydrated. That's right. Make sure that you guys are drinking a lot of water. That's definitely not as hot as yesterday, but definitely takes its toll. Last thing you want to be is dehydrated in this type of weather. So drink lots of water and a lot of Gatorade or what else you got there. Too bad the blue tent isn't up for lemonade yet. Powerade.
I was just going to tell you, our team over here is from BC, the Tigers, the orange team.
From Vanderhoof, right?
Yes, Vanderhoof, BC.
Vanderhoof, BC, and that's diamond number 5, is it?
Yeah.
And that's the Masters, right?
The Masters.
All right, coming up for Alexander at the bottom of 3,
What
leading
score
off
over
Nico
I
Vedi.
think it's 4-2 right now.
For
the
the-
Tigers are up, I believe.
All right, update from the Masters. We got Vanderhoof Tigers up 4-2.
No. The black team is 4 and we're 2.
Oh, okay.
But
The
we're
Guru
up
Art
to bat.
86ers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Psychas Tigers, sorry.
Fort St. James?
Psychos.
No, from
Vanderhoof.
Fort St. James. Oh, Vanderhoof.
Charmaine Sparvier watching nephew Tony Sparvier
We were
from
listening to you
Cowicus
on that
First
side.
Nation.
We were listening to you on that side, and then I said, I gotta go see where that announcer is.
You got lost and found?
Maybe later.
Arnold Kootenay, Living Dream.
All right, thank you.
Cheers. Good luck.
Enjoy your day, ma'am.
All right, bottom of the third inning, Brad.
Yeah, Nico Affetti. Another K for Mr. Norman.
Stephen Norman continuing to throw some heat. Carrying on from last night's game where he had a number of strikeouts. I don't think we had the final tally on the strikeouts, but yeah, he threw a strong game. And who do we have coming up to bat?
Bat now is Braden Arcan.
Top of the order for Alexander Teepee
Yes.
Crawlers.
All right, we have an update on how fast number 27 is pitching. 72 miles per hour.
I don't even drive that fast.
We're going to test Alexander's speed right after.
All right, Stephen Norman, you guys heard it, 72 miles per hour.
And that was on a riser. I'm guessing fastball, we're probably looking at about mid to high 70s.
All right, bottom of the third.
Draws a walk.
Braden draws walk, gets on first. Brings us
Evan McFeeder. McFeeder.
None out. Bottom of the third.
1 out, strikeout.
1 out. That's right. With a runner on first.
Oh,
Wow.
1.
All right, showed the bunt, foul ball. Looks like we had the first base runner ready to run on that.
Yeah, trying to move him over, get him in scoring position. This is nice and relaxing back here. Can you imagine being an umpire in this game?
Yeah, no, I would not want that job. So definitely shout out to all the umpires umping all the games at all the diamonds. Shows the bunt.
Just to put that in perspective, how fast it is, 72 miles an hour is 115 kilometers per hour. Well, that's how fast he's throwing.
Almost
Fast.
120 kilometers an hour. Got him swinging. Going down swinging. Stephen Norman not letting up at all. 2 out, runner on first. STK with a 2-0 lead. Bottom of the third inning.
Keegan Arcan, your batter now.
All right, just another update on the Masters game here. The Northern Alberta 86ers are playing Vanderhoof Tiger. They are winning 5-2 against Vanderhoof, top of 2.
Northern Alberta, aka Grurard. Got a runner going. Steals second. Some good base running by Alexander. Braden Arcand steals second base. 2 out, bottom of third.
So there's only a couple times you go about 120 when you're late for bingo, or you're heading to KFC. We got fresh chicken in, or the disbursements checks ready at the band office.
And the band
That's the
office
only
is shutting
time
down in 10 minutes.
10 minutes. The only time you go 120.
Giddy up, go. Giddy up, go.
Yeah.
Wow. Alexander, Teepee Crawlers, batting against STK. Draws a walk.
Keegan draws a walk.
Runners on first and second with 2 out, bottom of third inning.
Gonna bring up Tony Sparvier.
Tony Sparvier, designated hitter for this game. He pitched a real strong game last night. Got a pinch runner coming in for first base, as that must have been the back catcher.
Bat catcher, yeah.
Back
2 out.
catcher's rule. I like that rule. Tony Sparvier batting. Pitcher versus pitcher. Corbin Nevin, my old res bomb couldn't go over 80 kilometers an hour, so he'd be late for bingo. He said. Cousin, buy my cards. Big swing by Tony. 1-1 is the count. Runners on first and second with 2 out. Bottom of the third inning. Another big pitch by Steve Norman. Got Tony Sparvier swinging. 1-2 is the count with 2 out. Runners first, second. STK with a 2-0 lead. Have you ever seen a double steal?
Yeah.
Do you think right now would be a good time for a double?
Yeah, I gotta try something.
You heard it here first. Brad says double steal.
All right. Once again, you guys, remember out on IOPS on YouTube as well as IOPS on Facebook. We're live.
Oh, a little blooper
little
coming
blooper.
out.
Oh, Evan, come up.
Snagged by number 20 STK. That's 3 out. Alexander Strands, 2 runners, first and second. Going to the top of the fourth with a 2-0 lead for STK.
All right, we're gonna see how fast Alexander is pitching here. And Gino, don't forget to change the inning. on the
Yeah,
board there.
that's exactly what I'm trying to do now.
Top of 4.
STK leading Alexander here. Diamond number 3.
Top of 4. Top of 4 ring,
Top
boys.
of 4, yeah.
Leading off this inning for STK, Nick Bazaraba. Vegas Antoine on deck.
Nick Bazraba, nephew to the legendary, infamous Joey Bazraba, 12-time winner. That's what he said.
12-time champ of these.
Had a
Native
few words with
Canadians.
Joey last night, and he's looking good, and glad that he was able to come out and show some support for family and friends, which I'm sure that he's probably family and friends with every single team here.
Yes, it's definitely good to see him because he's overcome some major health issues. So it was awesome to see that legend out here yesterday.
Chief Evan Tapetat, watching from Kakawishtahow.
Hey,
Crazy
right on.
Legs Arcan had a previous commitment. His wife said no.
Tips.
Wyatt Berube pitching for Alexander. Big pitch. All right, got a little shot up. Shut up second. Easy play. 1 out. STK.
Let's get him bring up to bat Vegas Antoine.
Dennis Kootenay cheering on family with the Alexander Teepee Crawlers. All right, fall ball. Got some excitement happening with the Masters team next diamond.
All right, we have an update on the speed by number 28 of Alexander. 67 miles per hour.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Wyatt Berube with a strikeout. That's 2 going.
Yep, 2 down. It's going to bring up to bat Danny Moar.
Brady Keeper is in the audience. He's playing.
Brady Keeper.
Brady Keeper, newly signed by Montreal.
Cross Lake First Nation. Winners of the Freddie Saskatmoose tournament. Cross Lake, definitely a long list of solid hockey players, but also ball players. They got a couple of teams here in the men's division. So really great to see one community with that type of athleticism.
You guys hear that? 67 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Wyatt Berube clocked at 67 miles per hour.
Are they in the 4th?
Yeah, sorry. Because I get going up. All
Swing
right.
and a miss. Strike 3. 3-way.
3 up, 3 down for Alexander. Going to the bottom of the 4th inning. STK still with a 2-0 lead over Alexander Teepee Crawlers. Hey, Brad, just a quick question. I don't like. I know that in major leagues they use wooden baseball bats. Nobody uses wooden here, right?
No.
And that's probably a rule against that, right?
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Yeah.
But I'm sure at one time they had to have used wooden bats
Well,
at this level.
everybody would have played baseball up until probably, I'm going to say, mid 70s, early 70s. And then they
Right.
switched over to
Aluminum.
windmill fast
And then
pitch.
that's when aluminum was probably introduced.
Yeah. And then way back in the early days, you had 40-ounce bats, Easton Black Max. Nowadays, guys are using 24s,
24.
25s, 26
Wow.
ounce.
You know what? Doug Roberts had shared some tidbit information here. Thanks, Bradley. Here's an awesome stat for all you Z-Man in 1995. ISCs, 10 wins, 69 and 2/3 innings without allowing a run and 150 strikeouts.
Totally.
Z-Man must be Darren Zach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Darren Zach. Yeah.
And Lyle Norman was a great pitcher in his day for Camrose, Calgary, for Alberta Break and Clutch, and Page Break, Salt Lake City. Highest speed for the fastest is around 85, 86 miles per hour. Not much more than the odd pitch, maybe, but not all the time. And when you think about baseball, pitches are coming in mid 80s up to, well, if you're really good, 100 miles an hour. So for
in Major League Baseball, they're about 85 to 95 average.
yeah, if you're really good, 100 miles an hour, and Stephen Norman chucking at 72 miles per hour.
Wow. Yeah, that's fast, man.
Speaking of Stephen Norman, here he is starting off the bottom of the fourth.
Roland Gladue is your batter for Alexander. Matt Strong Eagle on deck.
Darren Zach, definitely a legend that played at all levels with all teams throughout North America. One of the best, strongest pitchers out there. Eh?
Another K for Mr. Iceman.
Darren Zach from Garden River First Nation, Ontario, just stone throws distance from Sault Ste. Marie.
That's going to bring up the bat, Matt Strong Eagle for your Alexander Teepee crawlers here in the bottom of 4.
Foul ball. Again, STK with 2-0 lead at the current time going into the bottom of the 4th inning.
Too much of the plate, Evan.
Amazing pitch there. All right, shout out to everybody that's watching. Again, if you guys want to let us know where you're watching from, we'll definitely do a shout out. And if let us know who you guys are cheering on, STK or Alexander. All right, got a pop up infield fly, caught by second baseman.
Oh,
That's 2 out.
2 away. Yep. F4. It's going to bring up Jarrett Lambert.
Barely hear you over there. Over there. Barely hear you guys. You hear when I talk? I can barely hear you. Like I'm not sitting right behind them.
Oh, wow. Steve Norman starting out with a strike. And who do we have up batting?
Jarrett Lambert.
Jarrett Lambert. Steve right too. 2-0, bottom of the fourth, folks. All right, strikes him out. That's
Strike
three.
three.
3 up, 3 down.
Hey.
Stephen Norman, aka the Iceman, doing his job. Sitting down, Alexander's players. Not to be outdone by him, we got Wyatt Berube pitching for Alexander, pitching a strong game as well. Difference in the game is 2 runs for STK. All right, we got Sean Billy update from Kamloops Powell. Grand entry 2 going down. Gonna get Swansea. Yeah, she's a hot one in Kamloops, I bet. What a beautiful Powell Arbor. As mentioned last night, there's probably about 12 Powells going on throughout Western Canada and also western part of the States. One of the more infamous ones, Kamloops, Rocky Boy, Montana, Piikani, Muscadet First Nation, Beaver Lake First Nation here in Alberta, Wayway Sakapo in Manitoba, Piikani, Usk, Washington. No shortage of Powells and no shortage of some good talent going on here, eh, Brad?
Yeah, leading off for STK, Brett Larson. Top of 5.
Wyatt Berube starting out with this strike. Tom Rachel Reed watching from Arizona.
Oh, foul ball.
Corbin Evan talking about his old res ball. He said it was my first card and it was given to me by my uncle Jim Nevin, who I know you guys were chatting with him at some point. Does that ring a bell, Brad? Jim Nevin?
Yep.
That's where Corbin got his first car from, the res ball. All right, top of fifth.
Hop in there and introduce yourself. Oh, Thomas got up to 72. Really? I'll be just on the podcast away. Yeah, I'm this weekend.
Top of 5, eh, Brad?
Yes, sir. Top of 5. Brett Larson, your batter for STK.
Red Larson got up to 72.
Bo Thomas.
Red Larson got up to 72.
Bo Thomas got up to 72. And who's he pitching for?
Prince George River Kings.
Prince George, eh? Clocked him at 72.
Now batting, Justin Potskin.
Got a guest here from Cold Lake First Nation. One of the fans enjoying this weekend here in Calgary. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name's Randy Mitchways, and just walking up here and looking at Justin. Played with this guy when he was like 15 years old. He come play and laid Corey Potskin. Came and played some ball up in Alexis, and he was knocking the tar off of it back then. And he's went on to play some Team Canada Junior.
So you know most of the players on STK and Alexander?
I know a few of the guys, yes, and I have one of our band members playing shortstop actually for the Feeders there.
Oh, okay.
So yes, you have some very good, good native ball, good weather. 22 is perfect. That's what the boys are saying out there.
Oh, line shot. Wow,
Oh.
great defense by second baseman. Throws him out at first.
He's going to bring up Bryn Redhead.
Cold Lake First Nation, part of Treaty 6 and Treaty 10.
Treaty 6. Treaty
And
6.
the top is Treaty 10. I know that talking with leadership there, they're
Okay.
really priding themselves on dual treaty ship status.
Bryn Redhead played some Edmonton Prospects hardball, this fella.
Well, look at that blooper out center field. Staying up at, held up at first base.
Yeah, Bryn's from Viking, Alberta, I believe. Very good ball player. hardball as well.
Jared Cochran watching from Fisher River, Manitoba, I do believe.
Now batting Eli Jules.
Hey, Brett.
Brian Poitras makes a point, 70 miles per hour in softball equals to 100 miles per hour in baseball.
Oh, fantastic,
Oh.
really.
Knocked her down. Runners on first and second, though.
Holds him up
70 miles an hour equals 100 miles an hour.
from that distance.
Wow.
Fastball to baseball.
I put $10,000. You wouldn't be able to hit that. 5 pitches.
They always say yes, the reaction time for fastball as compared to baseball. Way faster for fastball, obviously.
Well, how many feet is it from the plate to the pit to the circle?
46.
Wow. And then pitch baseball is what?
60 feet.
60 feet.
Wow.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, no doubt you got to be quick.
They had some tests on that done and scientific and the whole bit, and they said, yeah, it's fastball is a way faster game. Most of us that played this game, obviously, it's just the intensity. It's the hour and a half.
All right, we got a pitching change for Alexander Teepee Crawlers. We got number 47 coming in.
Tony Sparvier coming
Tony
into the game.
Sparvier.
The old lefty from Ochapowa's Cree Nation. The old veteran here will be coming in.
Replaces Wyatt Berube at the top of the 5th inning. Do you see that normally, Brad, where there's pitching changes throughout the game?
Yeah.
Not too many
Sometimes
pitchers probably
you get a different look.
Yep.
You know, you get, especially if you have somebody that's throwing, like you say, 72, and then you throw somebody in there that's only throwing 60. You're trying to adjust.
Okay, we were just given some FYI information. The conversion would be 70 to 90 in baseball.
When's the last time you went 90 miles per hour, Nate?
Last night.
Yeah,
On the slots.
0.2 seconds.
Guys, quit thinking on the slots.
Threw in $100 and he lost it a minute later.
I don't think I've ever in my life hit 30 miles an hour, never mind 90.
All right, how many do we have out, Brad?
We got 2 away.
2-way. Runners
Evan
on
Norman's
first
your
and
batter.
second. Pitching change. Tony Sparvier coming in to replace Wyatt Berube. And the top of the 5th inning, STK with a 2-0 lead over Alexander. Kristen Knight watching from the far left. And Mo Saguch watching from Geraldton, Northwestern Ontario.
Lovely.
All right, again, 2 out with runners on first and second. New pitcher, Tony Sparvier coming in. Nathan, do we still have that radar gun?
Yeah, I think they are using it back here.
Wonder if we get a speed on Tony Sparvier. Frank Catchway watching from Skonan First Nation. Catchway, I think that's Ontario, right?
Manitoba.
Manitoba.
Team Big Man. Cameron Catchway.
Chief Cameron Catchway. Sterling. Old boys will be in action here at 4 o'clock. Actually, we play them at 4 o'clock in the Masters Division.
Who are you
Nice.
playing for?
Quarterfinal. I'm playing with Musquecheese Cowboys.
I saw your guys' game yesterday.
Yeah, we came
Awesome.
back and
Yeah.
came back on a 5-3
Who's
win.
the pitcher with the braid?
That fella, I think his name is Paul Michelle. I think he's from Chase, BC, I believe. And,
Jeez, he got that line drive right in the shins.
Yeah, tough guy.
And
He,
then he goes
that
up
was
to
a
bat and gets
comebacker.
hit by the pitch. I was just like, my
yeah, he
goodness.
took one off the Umstead thigh, which is increased the stomach, and he stayed in and hung in there. Yeah, he came in. We just met the guy, and he threw really well for us. We have on our roster Elmer Anderson, the old Peavine Ranger legend. think he's around 75 years old. So
Wow.
he might get in some game action today. We'll see if they throw him in. See how things go.
75 years old.
I think he's a 4-time Canadian champion.
Good for him.
Just a legend of the sport.
God bless him. All right, got blooper shortstop. They turn it. Throws him out at 2. That's 3 away.
All right, we got an update here for the Masters. Northern Alberta 86ers are leading 9-3, heading into the bottom of the 4th over Vanderhoof Tigers.
And the Northern Alberta team's name is Gruard, Nathan. Gruard.
Oh, Gruard 86ers. Ralph Coutre runs the show there. Long-time veteran fastball player up in that Peace River, High Prairie region.
A lot of ball players coming out of that region.
Definitely
And
a lot
hockey
of the
players.
Gaucher boys, Cunningham boys. The old pitchers up there were old Donnie Cunningham and Harry Cunningham, Gladdy Anderson. All the old fellas. Yes, there's some great ones out of that area. A lot of good players.
All right, going to the bottom of 5th inning. STK with a 2-0 lead over Alexander Teepee Crawlers.
Give a little shout out to, if I know he's not on here, but talking in the stands over there, Joey Tremblay, the old last Sioux Golden Eagle.
Tony Sparvier clocked in at 69 miles per hour.
He got 70.
He got 70.
Yeah.
All right, leading off for Alexander, bottom of 5, Nico Avidi on deck.
All right. Shout out
Braden
from Barry
Arcan.
McKay Jr., watching from Crane River, Manitoba, hometown of the Fastball Club, McKay United.
Oh, lovely.
Does that ring a bell, Brad?
Oh yeah, the boys were good in the day. With a great pitcher from there, Terry Bone, T-Bone.
The legendary Terry Bone. Sat in the stands there with Brian McKay earlier. Talked with him for a bit. Caught up on old times. I do believe they're a 3rd or 4-time Canadian champ.
Yeah, in the early 80s.
Yes.
All right, starting off, batting for Alexander, we got Brad.
Oh, Nico Avidi.
All right, Nico Vady.
And remember, we were informed that the first tournament was in 1974. Gino was just turning 30.
All right, shout out to Owen Marr from, do you know Owen Marr, Brad?
Who?
Owen Marr.
No.
He's from Sepekatikatik First Nation. Let them pronounce that, Corbin Evan. Shout out to Travis Nevin and Mikey Willis playing for Oswego Redmen. Oswego out of the Six Nations, Ontario.
That's Masters, isn't he? Oswego is playing Masters?
No.
No, they're
No,
they're
they're in the Senior Open.
Senior Open.
Oh, okay.
some people say that they have a real good shot at winning this year. But you know what? After watching some of these teams, I think it's up for grabs for anybody, eh? Would you
Yeah,
agree with that, Randy?
That top four going tonight, 8 o'clock. If you're within Calgary, Alberta, within the ballpark, you're at Schulteis. 8 o'clock. Four of the best teams in Canada will be going at her here. It's going to be some good ball tonight.
What teams are that? Top four.
Yeah.
The top four tonight.
Oh, okay.
You got
All
to
right,
hit the
we
ball.
still got Stephen Norman throwing heat for STK. Not letting up at all. Alexander's bat starting to wake up. Gets him, strikes him out.
All right, you guys, we got a legend here from 1974. He played in it. Just go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Terry Sanderson. I'm from the James Smith Cree Nation in Saskatchewan. We played, we went up to High Prairie, Alberta, first Canadians, and we won it against the Peabody Rangers. Elmer Anderson was pitching, and our pitcher is Mal Constant. Mal, we went down to, I believe, Norman, Oklahoma, and the state police came and clocked our pitcher that night. They made us play at night because the damn weather was too hot in Oklahoma those days. So all the Canadian teams got to play at night. And they come and clock Mal. He was throwing at 85, 86 miles an hour. They had a different ball over there. It's called a Dudley ball. It's a little furry ball. And man, that thing was light, and they could throw it junk. And that's the kind of ball they use. They didn't use the kind that we use in Canada.
What kind of baseball bats were you guys using?
Well,
Aluminum or-
we were using them. Well, there's a few guys that wouldn't, but then they introduced the aluminum bats in. They were just coming in. But a lot of wooden bats those days. And man, the guys from the U.S., they'd put lead in their bats.
No way.
Oh yeah.
Lead.
That's good. Yeah. So yeah, we played against seeing Dean Martin here from
That's up.
the BC Arrows. We played against a number of guys from all up north, Peavine, and man, good ball players from all over the place. And you know, ball them days was a little bit different than now. The pitching was a lot better, a lot of junk, lots of that kind of stuff. Nowadays it's heat, eh? Everybody throws heat.
Yeah.
But those days it was junk and heat. So we had a lot of we had played with Joey Baz, Lyle Norman. I see Elmer Anderson's around here. I got to see him sometime today. But it was good to you know, in this game of fastball, that camaraderie amongst each other. Once you meet each other in these tournaments, it's a kind of a lifelong thing. After you get to know each other, because you play against each other for so many years, you're just like brothers, and that's the way that's the name of the game. And when I retired, I coach fastball, all the young guys, lots of young kids. Because what I do now is I give it back to my kids. All the stuff I learned, I give it back to them. Let them experience what I did. Teach them the right way. And that's what I do now. So I thought I'd just introduce myself, and I'm just kind of visiting around now, and thought I see a lot of my old buddies. Anyway, we're I see an old coach here from Gordon's sitting over there. He's Ali McNabb there. He's about falling asleep, but that's all right.
Give him a nudge. Give him a nudge.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll introduce myself, let you know a little bit of stuff, okay?
Hey, top boy.
Pistol Pete. Hey, here he is. Bad oh bad. BC Arrows, yeah? Pete, Terry Sanderson. Pete Redmond. Yeah. There's Pistol Pete right here.
How's everybody doing out there? Oh yeah.
Yeah, Pete was a flamethrower with the BC Arrows.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but he couldn't beat us, eh? The Redmond.
Oh, that's how the fight started. All right, there we go. We got legendary Terry from James Smith, Cree Nation, Saskatchewan, telling stories from back in the early 70s. So awesome to hear that.
And that's what it's all about, you guys. We'd love that people stop in here and just mention where they're from and share a few stories exactly like that.
The fella he introduced was Pete Nicholas, all the way from interior BC. Hockey player as well.
Another legend, eh?
Yes.
All right, here we are, bottom of the fifth inning. STK still with a 2-0 lead over Alexander Teepee Crawlers. Pitching for STK, Stephen Norman.
I'll come back and sit again.
Yeah, it was good,
Thanks,
man.
man.
Yeah, enjoy that.
Oh yeah, it's great. I know about the boys, and I remember talking to one of the guys. He said, "Remember when they had only 16 teams in this tournament?"
Oh, wow, look at this. Deep shot going. It's going. And it's caught. Warning track. Wow, what a poke.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Who was that hit that?
That was
long
Keegan
ball?
Orcan.
Keegan Arcan almost got a home run. We got a runner on first. That would have been a 2-run shot, tie it up. All right, shout out Mark Martin watching from Namatiganaig First Nation, New Brunswick, coast to coast to coast. Got viewers from all around the country and all around North America. Watching STK against Alexander Teepee Crawlers. STK in the orange tops and Alexander in the light blue tops. All right, we got another visitor here.
Hello, my name is Randy Terrible from Southern Alberta. Back in 1979, went to Albuquerque, New Mexico Nationals. I went with that time Dave Anderson. He changed his name to Ben Buffalo Rider back home. Richard Marasti, Don Papana, and Howard Pulliam. And I forget some of these guys that Rolly LaCruciere, and these other guys, I don't remember. But we came in fourth in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That was Alberta Native Sons. And in 1980, we went back. There was 3 of us from Southern Alberta. Went with a team from up north. Anyways, we came in second. Elmer Anderson brought us to the championship game. We played against Oklahoma Indians. They beat us in the extra inning in the finals. And I still remember these guys from all the same guys that I called that came up with us. So I was picked for, to pitch for. We brought, I think there was like 6 pitchers. We used 6 pitchers up there for the Nationals, Albuquerque, New Mexico. So that was, I'm really proud of these guys that I played with.
Just out of curiosity, is there a big difference between the competitiveness between the U.S. teams and Canadian teams when it comes to fastball?
You know, it's like almost the same.
Almost the same.
Yeah. But I seen a lot of good ball players up there. Again, I played against. We played against the Pablos, Tulsa, Oklahoma, all the Mexicans. We played against them. It was a good. I've seen a lot of good ball players up there.
And I know that basketball, that's definitely one of their games. And I've played in that North American Indian Higher Education College tournament down in Bismarck. And we went down there. I was going to school in Regina. And we played against some of these teams. And they absolutely ran us into the ground, destroyed us. And then we told them, said, well, come back, Canada. We'll play some hockey. And we'll have a different outcome there.
All right, top of 6 here. Leading off for STK, Josh, Montana.
And I guess in the States they play year-round fastball. That I don't know about but and thanks for listening to me today. I'm enjoying the games.
Great to have you
Thank
here,
you.
and thank you for coming out and supporting, and thank you for allowing us to come into your home territory. Really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yep. Let's go bring up Nick Bazaraba.
All right, Anthony Bear, watching while on road outside of Winnipeg, Manitoba. Grew up with Tony Sparvier and played with Josh Montana from STK when we played with the Hawks. And we also have Donna Jules watching from Secwepemc. How would you say that, Brad? Secwepemc?
Swapmic.
There we go.
Swapmic.
Easy for you to say. Cheering both my kids on. LOL. Benny and Gordon.
Big hit.
All right. She is gone. Solo home run.
Everyone gets that on a home run.
Nick Bazaraba.
Cheering section from the peanut gallery. Never lets us down. That's awesome. Nick Bazaraba with a solo home run puts STK up by 3.
Right on.
Top of the 6th inning.
It's going to bring up Vegas Antoine. Yeah, that's the best thing about this sport when you get the old timers that have paved the way for everybody that's playing here today. Imagine what they would have went through when ball first started with being First Nations.
Yeah.
Trying to travel, trying to play, not being allowed to leave your reserve.
Jesus, yeah, you know what? That really puts in perspective because these guys were early 70s.
Yeah.
They did away with a permit pass back in 1961. So,
yeah,
boy, think about that for a minute.
Yeah. I'd have to say, Cook's Gem is thank you in my language for making the game what it is today.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for those people that started way back then.
And what's so interesting, the common theme is how it's become a family sport.
Oh,
generation. So,
and in this sport, like they can still play with each other, right? Like it's a sport that allows that, where the father, son, mom, daughter, everyone can play in the same team. Once again, we're going to give a shout out to our sponsors here for allowing us to bring this live to you on IOPS on YouTube.
Between the innings, we'll do a shout out to sponsors. We got Tony Sparvier chucking the heat for Alexander against STK.
Vegas Antoine, your batter.
Tony Sparvier brought in the last inning as we had a pitching change. Replaced Wyatt Berube. All right, got a
little blooper to the shortstop for it out. It's 2-away.
2-away, a little bit of damage done with a solo home run. Put STK up by 3. Top of the 6th inning, ladies and gentlemen.
It's going to bring up Danny Moore. Yeah, it's good to see everybody watching, gathering, saying hello, real friendly. You'd almost think it's election time. Everybody's getting along.
Bro.
Brad started a campaign.
Top of the 6th. STK leading 3-0 right now. But anything can happen in fastball. What's your biggest comeback, Brad?
Oh, probably 7 or 8 runs.
Did it do it in one inning, or is it kind of like a couple innings? Like, what's your
Yeah,
greatest comeback inning? That's the question, I guess, should be asked.
STK is playing out of Chase, British Columbia against Alexander.
I'm trying to think of that. When would have been one of our greatest comebacks?
What was the question, Nathan?
What is the greatest inning he's ever played in baseball or fastball?
That was grade 1. We were down by 13.
Not kickball.
For that effort, I got a participation badge. Shout out to Aaron Campbell. Anthony Bear, Nick Bazaraba's nephew Joey, played on Team Canada a few years back. Not surprised he had the solo home run there this inning, eh? All right, we got fly ball going out and is caught. Middle of the 6th inning. Again, STK in the orange tops with a 3-0 lead against Alexander in the light blue tops. Still could be anybody's game, eh? One strong inning, that's all it takes.
Yeah, bottom of 6, so you only got this inning and the next inning. You got to do something here. Otherwise, if you want to make it back to the money on Sunday, you're going to have to play an extra 3 or 4 games tomorrow.
Well, at bare minimum, the entertainment that we're receiving, being blessed to be able to broadcast this game live, going out to viewers throughout North America. Do we know who we're going to be airing next game?
No, I don't.
Not yet. I know that they had to make a little bit of a change to get STK and Alexander on here because they wanted to stream it live. So
thank the committee for that. That was awesome.
It just goes to show you where live streaming is taking now every single event now. That you know what I mean. It's good to showcase Indigenous talent such as fastball players. You know, because you know when you're watching it live, you know they're good, but you know you want to show everyone across the world, you know, the talent that is out there in Indian country. And that goes with fastball, hockey, golf, you know, whatever sport we're starting to make a big noise in that area.
And definitely a shout out to you, Nathan, for being able to carry this on. And it's not only the sporting events, but powwows, Indian horse relay, chuck wagons, whatever your community is having, consider contacting IOPS for your live stream.
Yes, I'll be at Cowess's powwow August 15th, 16th, and 17th, and then we head over to Saskatoon for the FSIN softball championships there, which are the 18th, 19th, and 20th in Saskatoon.
The great thing about FSIN events is that you have to play for your own reserve and no reports allowed. So you're getting the best of the best that the province or the nation has to put forth.
Yep.
All right, bottom 6th inning, 3-0 lead for STK.
Keegan Arcan's your batter.
Stephen Norman still throwing that heat for STK. Not letting up at all. He pitched the full game last night. And looks like he could definitely finish this game just as strong as he started. So, Stephen Norman, a.k.a. Iceman. All right, we've got a blooper going out to left field, and it's foul ball. No play. Some cheering going on from the Masters field next door.
I wonder how the River Kings game is going.
Jeez, man, they must be close to being done. Nathan provided a few updates there. Guru Art 86ers against Vanderhoof Tigers. Last score was 9-2, I believe. 9-3.
Oh. Pop fly
ball in center field, and it's caught. Keegan pops out. So, Brad, talk to us about treaties.
I wouldn't know about them. We're not treaties in BC.
Good point. British Columbia, they negotiating their modern day treaties, not like the numbered treaties throughout the prairies.
Now batting for Alexander, Tony Sparvier.
Tony Sparvier, 2 home runs there last night's game. Wow. The heat is being thrown. Perfect day for watch some ball, eh, Brad?
Excellent day. The sun's out. It's only about 22 degrees, 23. Where I come from in the Okanagan, in BC, is probably about 36 or 37 right now.
So this is child's play to you then, eh?
Yeah, I might have to go get a sweater here.
Stephen Norman with the
caught him looking.
K. Got him looking. Tony Sparvier. Bottom of the 6th inning, 3-0. STK.
Lee Gaudry is your batter now for Alexander.
Steve Reich. So, would you think that the majority of the fastball players here they also play hockey during off season?
Oh yeah, yeah. I would imagine in some form or shape.
And if it's not fastball during the summer, they're other prolific golfers. Hockey and golf kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Hey Nathan, have you ever live streamed any golf tournaments?
I have actually. I have a drone that is enables me to fly overhead and get that overhead shot, and it was pretty fun doing it.
Definitely looks pro. I recall seeing it. All right, got a little blooper going out. Follow ball for Lee Gaudry with Alexander Teepee Crawlers.
Looks like Rising Sun and his team are ready to go. Action. Are you guys playing next, Rising Sun? Diamond 3? Okay.
All right, got him swinging. 3 up, 3 down. STK. All right, want to do a quick shout out to some of our sponsors making this live stream possible. We got Still River Group, Indigenous owned diversified management strategy consulting, staffing, and development company that works across multiple sectors to support and empower Indigenous nations, build capacity, and to realize an increased volume of business opportunities and to enhance their involvement in major projects. For more information about Steel River Group, steelrivergroup.com. Another one of our sponsors is a company called FWS out of Winnipeg, Manitoba, building inland grain terminals for the last number of years. And a huge shout out to them as they also employ a large percentage of Indigenous men and women, taking them throughout the country, wherever their projects are. Also, another sponsor that we have is a company called CEDA, headquartered out of here in downtown Calgary, and they provide a number of services to the oil and gas sector. 50 years, celebrating 50 years of business excellence. Innovative technologies guide us, client relationships drive us, specializing in industrial maintenance, turnaround, and environmental services. CEDA. And last but not least, a company called Chemco. Chemco's based out of Nisku, Alberta, and Chemco's claim to fame has been an electrical company, E&I company, for the last 60 years. We build the industry from engineering through to commissioning. Our multidiscipline approach allows for one point of contact and continuity for the entire life cycle of a project. Chemco, we build industry.
That was Brett Larson with a little bloop. Falls into no man's land there for a single. It's going to bring up Justin Potskin. Coming in to run for STK, Carden Alec.
According to the back catcher's rule. Hey, Brad. Top of 7.
Top of 7. Yep.
Just a reminder,
Thank
you
you, good
guys,
sir.
was brought to our attention here that the baseball family is a family here, and it's a reunion every year where everyone gets to come and visit and catch up and say "danse" or however you say hello in your language, and just hang out. And it's all about the fun and memories to carry on every single year, and that's one of the main things you need to remember. It's all about memories for everybody. There was an incident yesterday where an elder was threatened over a baseball game, the fastball game. And we never want to go that way. So please keep in mind, if anything like that happens, you will be escorted off the baseball diamonds and banned. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's something that we have to take very serious as, you know what, we're all out here having fun. I know that it's competitive, but whatever happens on the field, you leave it on the field. Once you leave Diamond, then we're all bros, we're all related, and we're here for the fun of the sport, promoting it to the younger generations. All right, here we are, top of the 7th inning. We have STK with a 3-0 lead over Alexander. Still one more bat for each team.
Jessen Potskin is your batter.
And we still have Tony Sparvier throwing heat for Alexander.
Another little blooper to
catches it.
Bradley, explain an infield fly. Is there infield fly in fastball?
Yeah, it's when there's runners, first and second bases are occupied. So there's like you see the edge of the grass and the dirt. It's kind of like when the ball's popped up in that area, it should be an automatic out. That's just to prevent somebody letting the ball drop, and because the guy at first has to wait to see what happens, eh? So you don't just do automatic double plays by allowing the ball to drop.
Corbin Evans says, always protect the elders. Goes without saying. Absolutely. All right, you got the first base runner trying to look at second, keeping him at bay at first. Some good defense playing, some heads up playing, that's for sure.
Bryn Redhead's your batter.
No, I got an extra coffee. I made an extra coffee for you. Okay, bro.
Thank you, sir.
All right, STK. Oh, look at this. We got a high fly ball. No, center field, and it's snagged. They're trying to catch him at first. Here's the play.
Yeah.
They got him at first. Wow. As I was just saying, the defense playing in this game is unreal. Absolute heads up.
Welcome to the 2023 Canadian Native Fastball Championships. That's what it's about. Good plays like that.
All right, 7th inning stretch. If everybody wants to stand up and stretch. Nathan, do you know how to do that song?
No, I don't even know.
Brad.
Doesn't Chicago sing that?
Everybody does. 7th inning stretch.
They need a native fastball one, Brad. Let's make one up right
or
now.
are we making up our own?
We're making up right now.
Take me to the bingo hall.
Take me out to the reservation.
Buy me some cigarettes and
Grease Bannock. With bologna.
With bologna
And spam.
Hey, is that blue lemonade stand setting up again?
Oh,
lemonade stand.
You guys, the Lemonaders are back. We got a freebie yesterday. Hey, you guys, the blue tent there right under the tree. The Lemonaders are back.
It was the best lemonade we ever tasted.
Yes. You guys check them out. If you guys are thirsty, go have some lemonade under the blue tent there. Very, very good. Worth every penny. Remember, support Indigenous business whenever you can.
Kurt at Lucan. Hello, guys, from Fort Hope, Ontario. Where's Fort Hope by?
Ask them.
Not sure.
Kurt, where is Fort Hope, Ontario?
That sounds like it's
Actually, is that right out of Thunder Bay? Or is that Fort Albany?
oh, that could be Fort Hope, yeah.
Yeah, I think it
I
is
think it
outside
is
of
right,
Teepee.
but-
Kurt at Lucan.
All right, bottom of the 7th here, Alexander.
Last kick at the can here.
Last
They need
kick
4
of the
runs
can.
to win.
Anything can happen
Yep.
in fastball, as Bradley's still remembering when he had that deadly ending in one of his glorious playing days. If we can get an update there on the Masters game, that'd be swell.
Vanderhoof and Gruard, 86ers. All right, Alexander's bats are going to have to wake up. Here's last chance, down by 3, bottom 7th inning.
I believe this should be Roland Gladue leading off for Alexander. Gladzy.
Stephen Norman still chucking heat for STK.
Wonder if he's still maintaining that 70 average.
Judging from that pitch, I think, yeah.
Yes. Fast.
Wow. That's all I could say is wow. How about you, Brad, in your prime? Would you be able to hit off Stephen Norman?
When I'm sitting here as a fan, no problem.
Man, remember the guy, if you're the guy sitting at home eating chips, oh, I could have hit that.
Yikes. All right, bottom 7th inning. Alexander down by 3 runs. Last chance at bat here. Change up, foul ball. I've seen some pretty wicked change-up pitches so far this weekend, Brad, where
Yeah, there's been some good ones for sure.
had me swinging before the pitch was even left.
Yeah.
Derek Cook, hello from Athabasca region, northern Saskatchewan. Derek Cook, welcome. Fall ball. Staying live at the plate, waiting for the good one. What an entertaining game it has been so far, Brad?
It's been a good one. They're only going to get better as we go along here today. Really looking forward to those 8 o'clock games tonight.
Under the lights?
Under the lights. Saturday night in Cowtown.
Saturday night lights. Got to appreciate that. Bonita Noble, watching from BC. Where are you watching from, Bonita? Let us know.
All right, we got an update here for the Masters. 13-7 for Northern Alberta 86ers. Last at bat right now as they're leading Vanderhoof.
Got him swinging.
Another K
1 out
for Steven. Should bring up Matt Strong Eagle.
Steven bring his A game this Saturday afternoon. Number of strikeouts, including this last batter. And coming up next, we've got Matt Strong Eagle. Bottom 7th inning again, folks, 3-0. They're definitely swinging. As a coach, Brad, what advice would you give your players right now in this situation?
Try to hit the mistake. Get on any way you can.
Nice even swing. You don't have to hit a home run, but starting
No.
soft with one hit at a time.
Put the ball in play.
Steve Reich. Interesting comments here about Terry Sanderson and the quality of pitching from back in the day compared to now, eh, Brad?
Yeah, for sure. Because
all right, we got a little.
Not gonna work.
Out.
See, there you go.
Fair ball. It's fair.
Yeah. Any way you can.
Matt Strong Eagle starting it off with Alexander as he gets a single. Safe at first base. Bottom of the 7th inning, down by 3 with 1 out. And we got coming up next.
According to my paper, Jarrett Lambert.
Geez, man, talking about tough players back in the day, they did not use chest protectors, the back catchers back in the day. Solid chest.
That's when I was your age story.
Yeah, pretty amazing how the game has evolved over the years. And as Terry was alluding to, is that, right back in the day, that was when the transition from the wooden bats to the aluminum. And, where some of the bats were being piled with lead. What would that do, Brad?
I'm not sure. I don't know if I was born in the 70s. Oh yeah, I was. Sorry, I was. Wasn't carrying no lead bat then.
But just loading up your bat, definitely be able to hit the connection. Knock that ball right out of the park. So loaded bats. That's where Houston Astros probably learned from, eh? Yeah, an old Indian trick. Yeah. All right, what game we got going on here, folks? Bottom 7th inning. Alexander down by 3. Oh, we got a little blooper out. Try to turn double. They get a single. Runner's safe on first. Runner on second is out. That's 2 out.
Really quick update on the lemonade stand. Strawberry flavor and fruit punch flavor, $5. And they have a debit machine. So you're good to go.
Or else if you still have your treaty money, $5.
$5.
Should bring up Nico Edvetti.
All right, bottom of 7, 2 out. Runner on first. Alexander down by 3. Base runner is looking at trying to steal second. Tyson Denikazi, where's the ball game held at? Shoal Dice Athletic Park, diamond number 3, Calgary, Alberta.
But the tournament's all over Calgary, right? Bradley.
3 different diamonds all together throughout the city of Calgary.
I think it's just this one and then the Calgary Industrial Sports Complex up by the airport. Good.
Hey, is it possible to get 2 more speakers?
Look at that. There we have it. Third out.
There it is, folks.
That's the game. STK advancing on with a 3-0 lead. 3-0 win over Alexander Teepee Crawlers. What a performance put forth by Stephen Norman, pitcher for STK.
Yeah.
Good camaraderie, shaking hands. Again, a number of these players played not only against each other, but even with each other as they play on similar teams. And especially at some of the bigger tournaments, you'll see the A players come together. So really good to see that camaraderie after a game.
Is it camaraderie or potato?
Camaraderie.
All right, you guys, there you go. STK defeating Alexander 3-0. We're going to be breaking from this live and coming back to you for the next game here at Diamond number 3. Scott Guistahau is going to be playing.
Is it Sko?
Sko. They're from Skoden. They're from northern Manitoba.
Which reserve would they be from?
All I know is they're from northern Manitoba. But we'll be back anyway, you guys. So stay tuned and make sure you subscribe to IOPS or go follow the IOPS page on Facebook for many more events to be coming live streamed towards you. Oh, we got an update. We got an update here. We got juniors Browntown 6 and Okonee's 1, top of the 6th. There's your update.
Which division is that?
U23, sorry, Skowin. Skownin. Not Skoden, it's Skownin. That's what I thought he was saying, Skoden. It's Skoden.
Not to be confused.
Skoden. That's what I'm going to say when you guys hit Skoden, hit the ball. Skownin. SKO. Skownin. SKO.
SKO Giants.
It's not Skoden. It's Skownin. Number 91.
All right, again, just a reminder, everybody that's out there in the stands, Nats, if you guys got garbage and your empties, there's a lot of garbage bins, recycle bins all over the place. Let's keep the park clean. And, let's show some appreciation for the great ball that's being put on this weekend by all the teams throughout throughout the entire country. So, really, really good to see.
And don't forget the lemonade, you guys. The lemonade stand here, $5. They do take debit, cash, high fives. No, just kidding. Debit and cash, strawberry and fruit punch. That's it. That's all. We're going to see you here in about 10 minutes. Moistas. We'll see you at